The only option we could do was take it to trial. So I talked to my lawyer about it. He agreed with it. He said, look, man, they ain't even got no evidence on you. So let's take it to trial. You finna come home anyway.
You went in as your thought process as you're an innocent man, and within all this, how do you cope with that? Because again, most people can't get over 2 weeks in prison knowing that they're innocent. To cope with that for 11 years, that's almost, you almost got through your whole sentence.
Yeah.
At what moment did you kind of just stop worrying about, I'm innocent, just saying I just got to do this time? Or did it ever happen?
Never.
So up until you getting out,
I ain't never felt like I got to do this time, because I always had that faith in my heart, like I know I ain't do it, so
yeah,
it's gonna come out. The truth gonna come out sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? I keep my faith in God regardless.
First and foremost.
11 years, 20 years, 40 years.
Amen.
I'ma still keep it moving.
Amen.
I'ma still be the same.
Did you ever become hopeless in the situation? And if so, what situation might have caused you to become hopeless?
Well, I took my case to trial. So when I took it to trial and the judge said 15 years, that's when I was like, man,
speak on
you
it.
gotta be kidding me.
You had a court appointed, or you paid for an attorney?
I had a lawyer, a paid lawyer.
Paid lawyer. Yeah. If you don't mind speaking on it, because a lot of people don't speak on the amount. How much was the lawyer fees?
Oh man, thousands of thousands. Man, I can't really remember the total we paid him.
Thousands.
Me and my peoples, but it was some money.
Do you feel like
money?
He did
like 5 or 6 stacks.
Do you feel like he did a good job based on what was put in front of him?
He did all right, but he could have did better. He could have did a whole lot better.
So as the trial concluded, you felt like a lot of meat was still left on the bone of this trial.
Oh yeah. I felt like it's a whole lot of stuff he could have said, could have filed different motions and changed your venues. All this is in the law library. So
were you out on bond, or were you?
I was sitting the whole time. So I went to county jail for I want to say 8 months, and they finally was like, "Look, man, we just gonna offer you 7 years." I was like, man, I'm not signing nothing. If I ain't do nothing, I'm not gonna sign nothing.
This is state.
Yeah, yes, sir. So I say about 3 or 4 days later, they came back to me, well, we offering you 10 years now. I'm like, okay, if I ain't signed for the 7, what make you think I'm gonna sign for the 10? And why you keep going higher? I'm not signing for nothing. And they was like, well, the only option we could do was take it to trial. So I talked to my lawyer about it. He agreed with it. He said, look, man, they ain't even got no evidence on you. So let's take it to trial. You finna come home anyway. I was like, cool. So I put my trust in my lawyer, like most people do. And we went to trial. Went to trial for 4 days. And that last day, man, that last day was rough.
Damn.
That last day was rough.
Speak on the last day, because that's what you mean, like closing arguments.
Yes, yeah.
Did the prosecution, from what you saw, do a better job of trying to paint a picture of who they feel you are?
Well, they had they try to paint a picture and put so many so-called witnesses on the stand who was never at the scene at the time. So it was just they word against my word. So it's crazy, especially if you don't know the law and you end up in a situation like that. As soon as you get in a situation like that, you need to start studying that law, man, because a lot of people that's doing time right now, they can get out, but they feel like they can't get out because they ain't putting the work in. If you put the work in, you could get out. There's loopholes and everything, especially nowadays.
Damn.
Especially nowadays. With all this stuff going on.
What was you said you were what age when you went in?
This was in the summertime, so I was 29 at the time.
Did you have knowledge of law, of the way law works?
Nope. Cause I ain't never been to prison before. So
Wow.
I ain't never thought about picking up a law book or anything like that.
Damn.
Yeah, I ain't really start hitting a law library till like, I say like my 4th month in county.
Damn.
Yeah, this old school dude, he was lacing me up and telling me a lot of stuff. And I was like, man, I'm going to just fight for it. I ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Whether I innocent or not, I'm still going to fight for it because, shoot, my freedom on the line. You know what I'm saying? So once reality hit in, you know, your freedom on the line and you think about your kids and your peoples and your family. Man.
Once the judge, is this a white judge or?
Yeah.
White judge. Once the white judge tell you 15 years, are you even comprehending what, like, at the age you are, like, are you comprehending like, damn, you just got, my 30s is done. I mean, it's not a life sentence, but are you comprehending what 15 years is at the time?
Nah, it ain't even hit me yet. It ain't hit me till I went back into that cell.
Oof.
When I went back into that cell, after they dressed me in the back in the jail clothes and went back in the cell, and our cell door closed, that's when it hit me.
Yeah, a lot. Again, we do this to educate people. A lot of people don't know what that feeling is of one moment you was able to walk around free, walk out your room door, go to the mall, go to the store, just walk out and just shout in the sky and come back in. And there's a situation where now you got this cell door closing and you cannot no longer do what you want to do. You on someone else's time for years. And the thought process of like you day one of thousands.
Mm-hmm.
How do you sleep that first night? Like, how do you be like, damn, this is like, does it even work? Like, this is my new norm? Or?
I ain't went to sleep till like 2 or 3 days later. It wasn't no sleep. After you get a sentence like that, you can't go to sleep. And then it's like you sleeping on number still.
Yeah.
So you ain't got no cushion, no pillows. The cell is freezing. So it's like, you ain't got no choice but to take it. You gonna roll with the punches or just fall.
A lot of people say they don't wish jail on their worst enemy. I mean, or they don't wish prison on. Yeah,
me neither.
You get it now.
I won't wish prison on a person who did this to me.
Damn.
I still don't hate them. They know what they did. They're gonna have to deal with it one day.
Karma will come.
Answer to God about it. But like, I done forgave them. I'm moving on with my life. So, you know what I'm saying? I just let God handle that.